It's the Afrobeats show, and guess what, guys? Chi and I have an amazing guest today. We have a superstar, a latest winner. As in, we're going to dance today, so he's going to spray us money because 35 million naira is no joke, guys. I mean, welcome to the Afrobeats show. My name is Omobola Val, the
I'm
queen,
Chichi, as always,
and we've got the amazing Victory Gbakara. Did I Gbakara?
Yeah,
Is
you
that
got
the
it.
name?
Yeah, Gbakara.
Really?
Yeah, you got
Oh
it.
wow!
People have called me Gbakara since.
Oh, serious?
Literally, I'm telling you.
Is that
Wow!
a Yoruba name?
No, it's not. It's an Urobo name.
Oh wow! Great. You look good. Like you look good. Is it the money?
This peace of mind, people.
Oh,
Peace of mind and money.
I want this kind of peace of
Very
mind actually. But really,
very
you look
important.
fresh and all. Our money is good though.
Thank you so much. Y'all look good. Y'all look
Thank
very
you.
good. I like the Powerpuff Girls thing
It's
you got
Barbie.
going on.
Barbie.
Oh, it's Barbie.
It's Barbie season,
Barbie.
so I
Bubbles.
mean.
With the
I
pinkish
prefer
stuff
Bubbles,
too.
Powerpuff Girls.
Oh really?
Have you watched Powerpuff Girls?
Yes, no, we watched
No,
it.
I have not actually.
Pop of Girls, Blossom, Buttercup, and
Oh yes, so I
Vibes.
have.
Yes.
I have. But
I'm
that
just
was a long
looking
time
at you.
ago.
Come on.
That was a long time
Come
ago.
on.
but I
Oh
mean,
yeah, okay.
If
I
you
think
wake
that's
me up and
Buttercup.
tell me Barbie.
I think it's Buttercup that
No,
carries two.
Bubbles.
Oh, Bubbles.
Oh.
The green one.
No, the green one is Buttercup.
Oh.
Bubbles
It's
is
been a
the...
long
you
time.
can
Like,
remember.
how
Oh,
come you
yes,
remember
now.
all these things?
Yes,
like
now.
how? I mean, it's
Oh
so
my
great
God.
to have you here.
Thank you so much.
How has it been?
It's been unreal.
Oh,
I get
So
asked
sweet.
this question almost all the time. How does it feel? And I'm like, I don't even know how it feels. All I know is I woke up one morning and I'm like, so you won. Jesus. When they called my name, I bent down and I was actually telling myself, is this a dream?
Oh.
Did I win? They are calling my name, but did I win?
oh.
And it's amazing. I'm just so grateful. I'm just so grateful. I'm so honored to be here, honestly.
Congratulations. once
Congratulations.
again.
We're so happy for you.
Thank you.
I feel like I saw like your videos online even
Mm-hmm.
before you went into the house, and I saw that you kind of have a relationship with Progress. Not really a relationship, but like you guys used to sing together and all. Would you say he inspired you to go for that competition, or it was something that you've always wanted to do and that you just had like the right time, or you were looking for an opportunity to go and then you found it and then you went and you won?
Oh, not at all. Jesus Christ. I dislike competition so much.
Are you serious?
I'm not even joking. I've gone for like four
Wow.
competitions in my life, and I really don't like competitions. I don't know why I don't like it. Maybe it's the anxiety.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the fact that someone else needs to judge your music.
Right?
Because music is expression,
Yeah.
right? You may judge my professionalism, but you cannot judge my emotion. You can't judge my expression. Who are you to tell me what I'm supposed to feel? You know? So I really don't like the concept of competitions. But like you said, I have amazing friends around me, Progress being one of them. He's actually a very, very close friend. And he was like, why don't you... And I was
Try
like,
this.
and then, in fact, when the online auditions came out, right, and they were like, you're supposed to submit your 1 minute video, I was like, he called me and he asked me, have you submitted your video?
Oh.
I said, no, I've not. And the next thing I'm from there. So amazing people that inspired me to go for it. Progress, definitely. Adeze, Enoma, Samuel, both of them are co-CEOs of Let's Talk with K&A. It's a podcast. Then Miss Roland, Joanne, you know, a couple of people in my life, Sonia Pearl, Sunny, Adebite Sonia, and you know, people that really pushed me out there. So friends gave me confidence to go for this competition.
Wow.
So
So
have good people around you, basically.
Please do.
Dude,
Very
it's like
important.
we all
I
like
tell
need
you.
a Progress and
I tell
mean,
you,
the other
Adeze
people that
and
we
others.
mentioned,
Yeah.
really. But
It's
are you
amazing.
saying that like these particular season 8 was your first time auditioning?
For Nigerian Idol?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow, you're so lucky.
Right?
Is it luck or I don't know?
I don't know, is it luck or blessed?
Yeah,
I'm so blessed.
well, it works together really.
Yeah,
because
I'm
if
a
you're-
PK, I'm a pastor's kid, so I'll use blessed.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Are you serious?
amazing.
My dad's an archbishop.
Wow.
Oh,
What
my
church?
wow.
my mom's a bishop. God's Will Mission. It's in Warri.
Wow. Oh, you're from
Yeah, I'm from
Delta
Delta State,
State.
Warri.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
Okay.
I also
Amazing.
that you were leading like a choir group also. You're the director also. I think the last day you were supposed to perform was the day you performed in Progress and the rest.
Oh
Right?
yeah,
So-
you did your research, honey. Okay, so yes, I that was the university I studied law.
Yeah.
Then Sydney Dausa University. I was their musical director for about 3 years or so, and so that was my convocation. And I was like, you know what, let's end this with a bang. Now, prior to that, I had already discussed with Progress that this particular song I would like you to come to Benin to sing. That was before Nigerian Idol. And then suddenly he went for Nigerian Idol and he won,
Wow.
you know. And after he won, I was like, do you still have the time to come up? And it's like, yes. And that's just how amazing he is. He is so humble. Honestly,
Yeah, he is. We've had him on the show.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's so down to earth. And it was like, yes, I'm going to come over. And he came and he did his thing and excellent. So yeah.
Okay, so there's this even now there's this narrative about people talking about Precious Mark
Oh, yeah.
and yourself, and I mean it was really a tough one seeing both of you on the stage that day. Like, was she your greatest like when you were on the show, who did you see as your greatest competition?
When I was on the show, I saw everybody as my greatest competition. Because when you sit down and look at what everybody brings to the table, they are so diversified in their own way. Like I said, I'm a PK's kid, right? So gospel is usually my go-to, right? But you can't do gospel better than goodness. Goodness will outshine me if me and I hold the mic in a church. I just feel that way. You can't serenade more than Savior Henry. You can't go to the streets more than Chisom. You can't have the oldies more than Abraham. You know, Rainy has her own unique texture that just brings life to everything. You know, Precious Mark is a powerhouse. My God, Jesus Christ, singing. The thought of, did you see when she sang Diamonds? Go and watch that video. That's your assignment for this show. Once you're done here, go online and browse Precious Mark Diamonds and you will see what I'm talking about. And guess what, I had to sing after that.
Yeah, okay, so I don't think I was he for the finals? Wasn't for the
I think it was
finals.
before the finals. I think 2 weeks before the finals. 2 weeks before the finals.
Okay.
See, my God, so she is amazing. They are all just so. Is it Quest? Come on. So when you look at what everybody brings to the table, you are like, oh my God, where are they for this life? Am I a spoon, Jesus?
I feel like it just shows that we're all unique in our own
Exactly.
way.
Yeah,
Like
true.
each person has got that, unique selling points,
Mm-hmm.
and that's really, really cool. That's really
It
cool.
really
So
is.
amazing. So I feel like even hearing you say this, it means that you had like, okay, maybe I should just go straight to it. Like, what are the challenging parts of like being on the show, right? Because you talked about how you have like amazing people on the show, but we also know that sometimes we only get to see you perform on stage. We know that there's like a lot of work that goes into it, like rehearsing, practicing, basically, and a lot more. So, what's the challenging part of being on that show, and how were you able to handle it?
Okay, the performance itself is not the hardest thing. So I think this is the first time I'm going to say it on any show. So this is how the rehearsal schedule works for Nigerian Idol. Let me give you exclusive.
Say no more.
Thank
So this is it. So when you get your songs, right, and you're rehearsing with your coach, you rehearse with your vocal coach from like Monday till about Wednesday, right? So imagine you get a song you did not know originally. Like some of the songs I got, I did not know them. I had to learn the lyrics and everything. So my vocal coach was Miss T. Shout out to you, Miss T. I love you and I miss you so much, honestly. But she's South African. She's amazing. So vocal coaching would last from like Monday till Wednesday. On Thursday, or Monday to Thursday, I think. Then Friday you rehearse 3 times. Like on Friday you sing full voice, everything 3 times. On Saturday you do it twice. On Sunday you do it twice before the main show, then you sing.
Wow.
So that is for 3 days. You are consistently
Rehearsing.
just giving. and it's not rehearsal like da 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 da. No. You are giving everything.
Like you're performing.
Because it's a show, and Nigerian Idol is very professional. So if I'm singing, let's say I'm singing Wizkid, right? One of my favorite songs I sang on the show. I may be rough around the edges, baby, yes, right? So if I do that and I'm moving right? If I move right on Friday, I have to move right on Saturday. I have to move right on Sunday, and I have to move right during the main show. You can't move right today, move left tomorrow. There's a plotting system. Exactly. So you're learning everything on the go. And shout out to Director Philip that made it so amazing. We love you, Director Philip. And that's one of the most stressful things. The other one is the eviction process, or the eviction. See, everybody, by voting ends on Thursday. Abi, that's the ginger. What happens is you are still rehearsing all that I just mentioned. If you don't get picked on Sunday, if your votes are not enough and you're sent home on Sunday, right? You don't sing during the live shows.
Wow.
So you are rehearsing in hope that you will sing. But at the back of your head, what if all this rehearsal I still don't sing?
And it happens to some people.
That's actually sad, really. Like, that's actually sad.
That's painful, though.
You are just there in your head. And it starts clicking. So on Sunday morning you go, everybody's happy, everybody's smiling, right? We do our first sound check, we're happy, and then second sound check, which happens around 3, and the energy don't start to enter some people's body. And then when time now gets to 6:30, 30 minutes to air.
Oh, more the fear.
6:55, and you hear G say, "We're going up, guys. We have 30 seconds, 40 seconds," and Ike Osaki Odua comes out. And then everybody just breathes. So if you were not a Christian before, you turn into a Christian. Father, we thank you. Father, we bless you for today. Ooh, the joy you feel when they call your name. Oh my God. If I don't even know if I'm talking too much.
No, you're not. You're not. Really, we're learning a lot.
I want to share. So there was one time, that was the day I sang Prisoner.
Okay.
Right, Prisoner by Lucky Dube. And it was just myself, Precious Mark, and Constance. Now, I don't know if you know Precious Mark and Constance.
3, yes.
Precious Mark has the backing of the gods. Constance has the backing of Olympus itself. Zeus and the rest are with Constance.
And you have the backing of...
I just me.
No, that's not true. That's not true, because if it was true, you won't be a winner right now.
When it was there, I just told myself, it's you against them and you're losing. So in my head, I was like, okay, so this is not Olupeju. So where do I tell the boats to meet me? Okay, HS Studio. Make I go as and I'm gonna pack bag. And the next thing I heard was victory. And so when I got up there, the judges, so while they were showing you guys whatever they were showing you, right? Before they would say, let's welcome, the judges were telling me, breathe. Because I was gone. Wow. I was gone. So that's by far the most difficult process in the Nigerian Idol.
Okay, so I feel like even we, the viewers, like, we have favorites from the judges. And I know that sometimes I've auditioned for some activities before and all, and there's some judges that when they want to speak, you're already like this particular person. So which of the judges, Simi, Dipanj, and which of the judges did you connect to the most, and which did you fear his or her comments the most? I know they loved you. They loved you, actually. So you were pampered.
I don't see, here's the thing. I don't even know, because this question I get asked a lot, and all I can say is, man, I can't relate.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking about it all over again.
Because I've never, by God's grace, right, I never had a bad comment.
Yeah, sure.
I never had a bad performance. Every time I would be on stage, God would help me, and it was just, sometimes I watch it and I'm like, I don't even know what you people saw. But, home would call and they would tell me, it's just grace and favor.
Yeah. Yes.
And every time I would sing that, I never had any bad comment. So I was always excited to hear
them speak.
You understand? I was always excited. And then I liked, each of them brought something. Obi Asika really loved, apart from the voice is a general thing, he really loved the person's personality. Like, I want to see your personality shine through your music and how good you can infuse yourself into your craft.
Yeah.
Simi is a very, very conscious vocal person and expression person. So if you're singing and I cannot feel the emotions of what you're going through, I can't relate to you as much as that.
Yeah.
The band is basically the entertainment hub of the group, right? So if you're singing and I am not entertained, so I can hear you, it's sweet to my ears, but is it beautiful to my eyes? You know? Sorry, I studied law. So.
Really, you studied law?
Yeah,
What
Benson
school?
University.
Amazing. Law, music. How did we get there?
My dear.
You ask me,
Here we
right?
go. Let's go for where we
Relax,
go.
because I mean, law students are serious students.
Right?
Like, I had
see.
an interview previously, and we were talking about how they didn't respect people in the entertainment sphere before, and you know how people that. And I gave an example, and that's why I am shocked, because as theater art students, we do practicals. So whenever we were dancing in front of our department, law students, you know, in the white, you people feel yourselves a lot actually, and they'll pass and then they'll start singing, you know, making jest of us and say, like, these ones now, they paid your school fees to come and be playing in school, you know, stuff like that. So they're so serious. And I remember then my roommate, ever serious, Tosin never had time, she's always reading. So how were you able to like make time for what you are passionate about?
Because I did not sit down and I did not follow the narrative of the legal structure. So the legal structure has a narrative. If it's not serious, then it's not working. If you're not squeezing face, then it doesn't work. I don't know how many lawyers do you see have put on a wig and they smile. Like it's like the law in other countries is different from the law we have here, because I don't understand. And so I told myself, and God bless our generation and the Gen Z that's doing whatever they want to do in the world, because I don't know what they are doing, but then just know that they are changing everything, right? So for my generation, and God just blesses that we have people. Some of the most fun people I've met are law students or law graduates, and it's refreshing because you're going to have a new generation or generations proceeding from that that would not put so much emphasis on effective or focus needs to be angry or blank face. You can be effective with a smile.
Yeah.
So usually when everybody tells me, "Oh, we love your smile on the show. We love your smile on the show," and then they hear that I study law, and they're like, and then, yeah, just because I'm smiling doesn't mean I'm not effective. You know,
Yeah.
in fact, it should speak to one of the things that you should do, because a smile does a lot of things for everybody.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so that's one of the things. Then law, and just follow your passion and all of that. So that's inside.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So, like, I went through some of your performances on stage, and I saw that you did a couple of gospel songs, and then I saw like something you did for a popular brand, a song per se, and I saw that it was a bit different from what I heard on stage from you.
Okay,
right?
which branding?
Are
you allowed to call brands?
No, a detergent
Oh,
on stage.
okay.
You have
My
that on your
people.
page, right? Your
Yeah.
people, right?
Mhm.
Oh no, okay, you are. Oh, okay, then I think we can say that since you're an ambassador for that.
Oh no, I'm not an ambassador.
Oh, you're not. Okay, so that's fine.
But
Okay, so
they are very strong sponsors of the Nigerian Idol.
Idol. Okay.
And I love to give them their respect consistently whenever I can,
Okay.
because it's not easy to tell your team and management we're going to invest in young people that want to sing,
Yeah.
and just put that, because that's one of the driving force of the youths in Nigeria. You know, and just I didn't pay any money, but they paid
Right.
me,
Aw.
you know, and yeah, I want to give them their flowers. Thank you guys. You guys
It's an
wow
amazing
me.
job. Okay, so that was
See what I did there? See what I did there? See what I did there?
they wow
See what I did
you.
there?
You stylishly dropped it, but it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Okay, so that was a different sound for that particular advert, right?
Oh, yeah.
And it was, I felt it was really cool. So like, I want to know, is that what you're going to? Are we going to be and I know that there's some people that have come out from the show and they stick to gospel, right? What are we to look out for or look forward to? Are you going to be sticking to gospel? Are you going to switch your sound? Is it going to be Afrobeats, or like what are you going to be, doing?
Okay, so like almost every time I'm being interviewed, I'm asked this question, and I have to explain this question because so this is it for me. Yeah, let me tell you what gospel means to me. Gospel means two things. Gospel means the person and the message.
Okay.
The person is the person of Jesus Christ.
Okay.
So right, so where you have songs that you put the name of Christ there, or his person, of reverence to that person, like my song Sound. I have a song prior to now, it was released 2022 April. Sound is on all streaming platforms, go check it out. The lyrics are beautiful. Release a sound. That's a gospel, you get. But there are songs, the message, the unity, peace, love, humility, originality, things that speak to the humanity of your person, that when you hear, you cannot have any other emotion but happiness and gratefulness. That is still gospel. It may not have the general thought pattern that Nigerians would think or Africans would think that it's not gospel, but that's gospel. Forgive me, but how are you, my friend? How do you do, my friend? That's such an amazing song. That's a song I can sing in church. For me, do you understand? You get, so these are again the kind of things that I want to venture in. I want to do everything. So you see me doing all you will hear that I can say is you will hear clean words and clean lyrics.
Okay, so I mean, talking about that, I know that like this wasn't even in the plan to ask, but for what you just mentioned now, I mean, there's this trending artist,
Okay.
Spyro.
Okay.
So it's the one that sang this my guy, who is your guy? Now only me, well, and then Spyro likes to relate with gospel.
Yes.
So I mean, you just said, "How are you, my friend?" Can be sung in church. Do you think my guy, your guy, can be sung in church?
Definitely.
Really?
I'm not even joking. Do I know the lyrics? Who's my guy?
Now only me while I see as we do like being sunrise.
Yeah.
I will never leave your side.
So the gospel equivalent of that song is I'll pray for you, you pray for me. I love you, I need you to survive.
I'm not sure I'm listening to what you're saying. I'm just
The
blown
voice,
by the voice.
With words. You see, well, hold on. You see that thing now? So what Spyro did, right? This person, I've forgotten his name. Was it Hezekiah Walker? That song, I'll pray for you, right? I think it's Hezekiah Walker. He did that. He sang that. So they are just saying they are saying the same thing, but in just two different eras and two different melodies. So why can't it be sung in church?
Okay, so some people came from the angle of the artists that were involved. So there's a remix which has Tiwa Savage, and some people had to say that there's no way you're calling Tiwa Savage a gospel singer. And if we're bringing that song to church, for instance, like, can a Tiwa come and perform it? Or the people in church would probably come and sing. I don't have a problem with the song, and I don't have a problem with the artist. I love Tiwa Savage, and but I'm just, from the angle of what you just said. So do you think that the original singers of the song can come to church to sing that song?
Okay, so let me give my opinion, because that's all I can give. I'm one person. I'm one person. Tiwa Savage is by far one of the most amazing artists we've ever produced.
Sure.
One. Tiwa Savage sang a song on the internet yesterday, or was it day before yesterday? It was a song by Zachary Cortex. Zachary Cortex is an amazing gospel singer in the US, and it's fix it for me. It's only you can do it.
Was it one she said she sang years back while she was trying to get in the game?
I don't know if it's that one, but this was recent, and she just held somebody with a keyboard and that, and you cannot listen to that and not feel Jesus. So what I'm trying to say is, first of all, I dislike religion, because religion leads to a lot of segregation.
Yeah.
Yes, Christianity is relationship, not religion. If you browse the meaning of religion is the appeasement to a deity for favors. Meanwhile, the Bible said, while we were yet sinners, he loved us. So religion as a definition is already out, right? So Christianity doesn't fall into that. I do not subscribe to the outdated way of how church music and church things are supposed to be. If by God's grace I follow the PK way, and I'm not the pastor of a church, if I have my way, you will see people.
Did you just say you are now a pastor?
I said PK way, and I become a pastor of a church.
Oh,
right?
okay, okay.
So if I do that, oh, by the way, I'm an ordained pastor.
You are
an ordained
amazing.
pastor.
Wow.
oh wow, Pastor Victory.
Such a
Oh my
discovery.
God.
You see, now
Amazing.
you see how difficult it was to open chest on the show. But okay,
Yeah.
let's leave that one. but
Okay.
but you see that. So if I go through that way, you would see people you never expected to be in church. Because if what we are going through, if we are as Christians, I believe we're all Christians, if we are saying that the church is a hospital, right, then basically the church is the only, and we are driving people away. The church is the only hospital that does not admit sick people.
Yeah.
We can identify you that you're sick, but we are sitting down and we are like, we are the hospital, though, but not come. Really? So I want to have everybody as much as I can in there. From you have your Frank Edwards, you have your Drake, you have your Kendrick Lamar, you have your Beyonce. It will shock you the amount of peace and change you would influence in the society by allowing and stop segregating people from coming into a place of worship. I'm telling you.
I feel like the reason why I even brought up like the whole sound thing is, you talked about Johnny Drill's song, How Are You My Friend? So before
Yes.
that song came out, there was another version, right? Which was different from the one we have now. So
wow.
we had like Johnny Drill's sound before. It's a bit different from what it used to be. So it's almost like he's switching his sound, but how would I put it? He's still I don't know how to explain it now. We still have what he used to do, but then it feels like he's switching a bit, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm asking. So it's not about the message now, it's about the sound.
Okay,
Are you
the
going to be
sound.
exploring sounds
Yes.
or just like sticking to one sound?
Consistently, I'm going to be exploring. That's something. The first trial I had of that was in Nigerian Idol. Why am I giving disclaimers on this? Another disclaimer, yeah. So if you check my catalog, I discussed this with my vocal coach. I was like, I want to put out good content out there every time. Every time I sing, I want to go back to my catalog and be like, yeah, this was amazing. I don't want to cover eye whenever I see myself. And so me and my vocal coach, we work together in the song selection process every time. So if I'm doing blues today, I want to do reggae tomorrow. I want to do gospel the next day. I want to dance there. I can't dance to save my life, but let's try it. I'm telling you. And so that there will be diversity.
Yeah.
I do not want to be boxed into a corner. You can only do this particular kind of thing. And so I test run that with Nigerian Idol, and it's very successful. And so I'm going to do that in my music. I'm going to hear from here. I'm going to hear pop here. You're going to hear blue here. You're going to hear gospel. You're going to hear you're going to hear everything. And my hope is just that Nigeria, as you hear it, it'll bring happiness and joy to your lives, and that's just
Amen. Okay, so let's ask something personal now and
Go
more
on.
interesting. So, are you single?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so who's your celebrity crush? I know, PK and all. Yeah.
Oh no, not at
That's
all.
last
I got the thing.
no.
I don't mind. Just because I'm a picky doesn't mean I shouldn't have. So I should
I
not love.
like you.
So I should not love.
Oh my! Please, high five. You're so real.
I tell them.
Because I was expecting the whole. I know I'm a pastor now. Pastor will marry
I don't
you.
understand.
Well, the
How-
Pastor
fact that
will
you're
marry
thinking
you.
about it, it means that you don't have anyone now.
No, that's the thing. So I like what I like.
Okay.
Okay.
This
And
is
and
amazing.
what I like. Will I say it pass one? So let's think about it. So you mentioned Tiwa. So I really like Tiwa.
Whoa.
Right? I really like
Whoa.
Tiwa Savage.
Aww.
And I just feel like I like her personality. I've never met her, but I like. And a friend of mine said he had met her, Constance, and she glows on ground physically the way she glows in the cameras.
She
And I
actually
was
does.
like,
I think I've met her once.
right? And I was like, I want to see that. I want to meet her.
What do you think your reaction will be?
My reaction would be,
Because there are some people I want to meet her, but when you see her, you just like.
I'm
You
very
don't know how to
oh,
act.
Even your friends will be like, "You picture your crush."
That's the thing. I'm very bad at reactions. The way I am, right? Talking to you is probably the way I would be talking to some of the greatest persons that I would ever meet in my life.
Wow.
Although you guys are part of the greatest persons that I'll meet in my life.
Aww.
So
Nation.
my expressions is very terrible. And then I'm not really a social media person. I am more of a talk to you kind of person. So if you ask me, the people that you want to meet in the world, from the TD Jakes, I would love to have lunch with TD Jakes or dinner. Vusit, he is a South African entrepreneur and is an amazing mind. Jordan Peterson, people like that, even Andrew Tate, I don't know if you know the name, even an Andrew Tate, I would love to meet this kind of people, yeah? I would most likely not bring out a phone. I'll most likely have this.
Wow. So you just see Tiwa, and then even if she says a picture, what if
Yes,
she says she's a fan and you know?
Okay, so when she says she's a fan, I'll first laugh, die. I'll first
That
die,
laugh,
and I'll come back, and I'll be like, come
Even that
again.
laugh.
No, then I'll tell her, could you say that on camera? I'm a fan. That's literally me, my expression.
Oh my
But
god.
yeah, I
Oh my
really
God.
do. I think one of the wow moments I had. See what I did there?
Wow
moments.
moments.
So one of the
Are
wow
you sure?
moments-
Ambassadorial deal on the
Okay.
way, the way I'm
Come
looking
on!
at it.
But one of the wow moments I had was obviously the 3 judges on the Nigerian Idol show. They are amazing, right? I loved how Simi was expressive about how much she liked my music. And every time after the show ends and we were to take pictures together, she would always ask, how are you?
Mhm.
And seeing, because you don't, these superstars, you don't meet them in person, right? So usually when you're talking to people that are out there, all you see is the version of them that they want the world to see.
Yes.
And so to see kindness in a person that has money is rare. Genuine interest in people that have money, it's very rare. And I saw that, and shout out to Simi. I really like you. Thank you so much for all you did and all the things you said to me during the show. I won't forget. Thank you.
Aww,
so
this is the part
sweet.
where we get like a tissue or something to cry.
I'm not ready to cry on the show. It's the Afrobeat show.
Okay, amazing,
Oh my
amazing
God.
stuff.
So I think I want to know at what age did you start singing?
9.
9.
That's kudos to my mother. She's a
Aw.
bishop,
Oh, wow.
and yeah, my father's an
Wow.
archbishop. My mom's a bishop.
Hey,
I come from a
amazing.
clergy
Mom.
family. Forgive me.
Okay.
So we were like children that used to use offering money to go and buy sweets. We don't stay in church. For what? For why? Why? And then mom was like, where can we put you that you will stay put? And so we tried everything, drama unit, technical, and then at the end of the day, she just said, stay in the choir. And I've been there ever since.
Oh,
Wow, amazing. So from here, what's the plan for the Victory Gbakara brand? Like, I mean, what's your plan going forward?
2 words. World domination.
Strong goal. In my
Flag it away.
boss's word, what's that? Make
Busting
Busting
brain.
brains.
Come on.
Like no.
Literally,
That's actually like a lot
Amazing.
summarized into 2 words.
Yeah.
I don't want to just do music. I apologize, but I love music and I will do music to the greatest of lengths. But I don't just want to do music. I want to do business. I want to brand. I want to talk to companies. As much as I would sit in a room filled with singers, I want to finish that kind of meeting, get on a private jet, and sit in a room filled with entrepreneurs. You know, I want every sphere. I want to get into this. I want to go into this. It's still just politics that I'm looking at with side eye.
That game.
That
game. It's a I don't know, like it's
Yeah,
a
ready,
dirty
it's
game.
fine.
It's a dirty game actually. But if you go, who are we? We'll
As in,
support.
if you're
We'll
ready.
support.
Yo,
Do it.
Victory for
We'll
president.
support.
Right,
Yay.
Our
We'll
singing
support.
president.
Just like the dancing senator.
Right?
Right?
That's true.
Yay. I mean, I have one more question. I don't know if Chi
Yeah, I
has
have one.
any. Okay.
Okay, so I think I want to know, or I want to know your advice for like the young ones that want to go for people that want to go for competitions, that are scared to go for competitions, that are hustling but have not like gotten, the results. And what's your advice for them? How would you encourage them to keep pushing?
It's a silence for me.
Yeah. Don't be afraid to take a minute to think before you answer, especially when you're talking about people's lives. It's very important.
Wisdom.
Understand that you are more than you see. Understand that your craft is more beautiful than you think. You want to go for anything in life, first of all, whether you're a Christian or Muslim, I don't know where you are, I don't know what you are, I want you to pray. And after praying, I want you to prepare for your prayer. Prepare for the answer for your prayer.
That's strong,
Because
actually.
there are a lot of people especially in Africa, we're praying for open doors, but we are not standing in front of one.
Mm.
Father, let the door be open, but you're in the middle of the football field. And God is asking you, so if I now open the door now, who will walk through it? You know? So I need you to be prepared. You will never be fully prepared, but be prepared. I need you to understand that you are beautiful inside and out. I need you to have the confidence in you that nobody has. You will not be motivated all the time. Motivation will not come. Motivation is like adrenaline that will just come and, oh yeah, do. You will not be motivated all the time. You have to be disciplined. You have to tell yourself, even if I don't feel like it, I'll get it. I don't want to get out of bed, I will get it. You understand the kind of thing. And love yourself. Love yourself more than people will encourage you. And my prayer for you is that you will do so much more than you thought you would. And I think something happened this morning that I'll just share with you. I got a message on Instagram, and she was like, "You've inspired me," and so I get a lot of messages, right? And I was just skimming through. Say, "You've inspired me. I really did. Congratulations, thank you." And I looked at the message. I read it 3 times, and I replied her, and I said, "I cannot wait for all you will do with this inspiration. God bless you." And she replied me, and she was like, he replied me. What am I doing? And I just want to say to you that you don't know how much grace and light you bring to people by just being you in your craft. And I don't want you to lose that. Be good, and I love you, and I can't wait to see you at the top.
Okay, amazing stuff. This should have been the last question.
I
But
swear,
I
this should
can't,
have been the
because
last.
it just feels like I just go home and think. But I mean, this last question, because I mean, you see, in a game we have a lot of reservations. People have something to say and the other. So I mean, if you could change, if you had the power, like a magic wand, to change something about the Nigerian Idol show, what would that be?
To change something about the Nigerian Idol show.
Yes.
I don't think I want to change anything.
Really, even the part where, like the eviction part where your heart is doing boom, 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 and you're going on stage, you don't even know if you're going on stage.
Pressure is proof of uncomfortability. And uncomfortability is one of the ingredients to growth. So why change being uncomfortable? Just get used to it.
But are you saying this because you won? If you were not the winner and we asked this question, would you have said the same thing?
I still wouldn't say that they should change something, or I would like them to change something about it, because at the end of the day, it's a competition. I don't know what we think, but competitions aren't created for you to enjoy. You know, they are for the viewers, the consumers. We are the product, and the product has to go through fire. It has to go through stress. We have to kill ourselves consistently. And then Nigerian Idol is doing more for you than you are doing for it. Because they will give you professional standing, an amazing platform. Would I be here without Nigerian Idol? I wouldn't. So where does the boldness come from to now say, yes, so you see that mic, this thing, I want you to change it to gold. Then when I sing, I want you to put roses on the floor. Where do you have that boldness? You know?
Well, I mean, you know, some people might just say, okay, something about the voting system or whatever, but it's fine. It's you.
So
and
the voting is audited by a separate company entirely. Separate from, I don't even think they are in Nigeria, they're in South Africa. And so it's Deloitte. So there is no, it's one of the fairest.
No, I'm just giving an
conversations.
example of what someone else might have said. Like, you know, when you ask people, what do you think, if you could change something, there's always something to say. But I really love your angle, and I love the fact that your standpoints, you have a backup, like you have reasons why you don't think it's necessary.
I don't get anything.
Thank you so much. I think before he goes, we should allow him. He has to sing for us.
Well, very important.
He has to sing.
Okay. What do I now sing now? No,
now don't do that. Don't do that. Do you know how my body is already? What you say?
Even that one said follow.
No, now stop it though.
Okay, I'm going to sing because I'm doing low-key publicity for my own song that
Okay,
came
cool.
out before Nigerian Idol. So
Okay.
I'm going to sing it. It's part of that sound that I talk about, part of that gospel that Africa likes so much. So it's let me find a comfortable key before I start singing.
All right. No, take your time. Take your time.
Me.
Voila.
Okay. I don't need everybody. I just need people who know he's been faithful. I don't need everybody. I don't need everybody. I just need people who know he's been faithful. And to release a sound, release a sound to him who's our King. Yeah, that's it. So the title of the song.
You just be like, say, make people
God,
stop. No, that was really
That was so
beautiful.
Thank
Wow.
you. The
That was
title of
really
the song
beautiful.
is called Sound, like just sound. It's on all streaming platforms, and listen to it. Go on my Instagram. Tell me what you think. I'd really like to hear what you think. And thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so
much.
Thank you for
I
having
had a
me.
wonderful time with
Thank you.
I
Thank
feel
you
like
so
I
much.
learned a lot today.
Yes,
just by
I
hearing you
did, and I'm a great fan of your confidence. I think
what's going
No,
on here?
Now I'm shy.
no. Seriously, like I feel like I'll just sum up everything into confidence. Like you speak so well, and you speak with grace. You speak with confidence, and then I love it when people.
Hello guys, it's your boy Victor Gbakara, winner of Nigerian Idol Season 8. I just got interviewed on the Voice Tom app. Download, check it out, listen, and tell me what you think.